Hey everybody, HMV here. Playing more Kerbal Space Program in the 1.2 update and pre-release, obviously. Jeb got us 117 science and a ton of money, which is awesome. We're not going to do any of these observational surveys. We can consider hauling this swivel up, but I still don't like the speed. Test the Juno splashdown. Not a bad idea. We're probably going to be splashed down anyway wherever we go. Test the stability enhancer. Oh yeah, definitely. Ferry tourists. We might do some tourist things. I don't think so though. Haul a heat shield into flight above Kerbin. Well, we were about to do that anyway. We will probably be at these speeds on the way up. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Haul a radial decoupler into suborbital trajectory. We got to get into space and then toss this thing aside. I was looking at that last time. I mean, we could probably do it. Yeah, why not? Radial mount shoot in flight. Okay, between 10 and 13, a little high. The speed is a little high. This is the drogue shoot. So, you know what? We're going to accept that. We probably would have been able to do that last time. So, all we need now is a little bit more beef than we had before. Now, if we look here at the ship we fired up before, the Hydrogen 1 is not capable of launching anymore because a couple of the parts are locked. And I think if I... No, I don't. It won't even let me if I try to launch it. That kind of sucks because in the VAB, it tells you what you're missing, but I think at least the back, if not that radial decoupler. So we would like the back, and it's right here along with the bigger fuel tank. Let's take it. We also really want the Terrier, and I think I'm just going to reach for it. The Terrier is just such a good engine. You can't really say no. We can also get one more thing, and I think the one more thing we should get is the science-based stuff, including this new science storage unit. So there we go. We just spent all of our science, as you always do. And we also are going to want to be able to do spacewalks. 75 grand is worth it for spacewalks. We've already upgraded mission control. We don't really need the enhanced tracking station stuff yet, so we're going to hold off on that. And we're going to make the helium one. And let's see, we still want the upper atmosphere. We're going to want... Actually, that's all we need is upper atmosphere. We don't need to get in space anymore. So we only need one of these. We might as well take one with all the parachutes on it, right? That means we also only need 2 mystery goos. Let's see what our center of mass is here. So that's more in the center, which means we can probably get away with taking all these off here and putting this on the bottom. Especially if we do this. And it's probably time. Let's get this service bay here. I hate how the service bay does that. I want the doors in the front. Let's open the doors, get on the floors, walk the dinosaur. Let's go and do that. And then we're also going to want this science container, which I don't think we have yet. We don't really need batteries. Let's see, science container. I want to click you. There we go. Entry cost. This thing is awesome. As soon as all works, it's going to be awesome. I wonder if can I put it in here? I think I can justify that as a thing that happens. And thermometer, we obviously want that. That's going to pay for itself tenfold here. I don't know why it's important to me that the thermometer be aimed correctly. But okay, there's that. We're a little top heavy still, dang it. Yeah, this actually putting this on here has just made it worse. So let's go ahead and close this. Can I put it on here? I can. But I think I would rather put it like this. See, now we're directly in the center. What if I do this? Let's try this. Let's take our good old-fashioned heat shield. See, that's just not enough. We're not far enough down. Now, I could go crazy and do this. But I'm pretty sure that those will burn up. What about these? These are just ridiculously large. I kind of like it, but it's gonna cause major problems launching. So no, we're not gonna do that. Okay. How can we solve this problem? How do you solve a problem like Maria? And actually, why do I have 2 mystery goos when I only have 1 of these? Because all we're getting is upper atmosphere. So let's go ahead and bring this up here. This thing has a high heat tolerance. Oh, oops, I brought two thermometers here. There we go. Seems like a waste to have this thing now. Let's put the mystery goo on top of this. Is that a thing we can do? Yeah. And then the thermometer can go right out the door and get a new one. Oh, that's nice. Put the thermometer right there. Everything's easy to get to. Then we can toss this thing. Is that low enough? I think it is. Especially when you add a heat shield, which I'm going to do, even though it's not strictly necessary. And just for funsies, radiator panel edge, radiator panel large, radiator panel small. This is the smallest of all the radiator panels. So let's go ahead and unlock that guy. I do not think this is strictly necessary, no. Not even in the least. But we're going to do it, because it's fun. There you go. That should keep this guy from burning up, I think. Completely, totally, utterly unnecessary. Now I need parachutes. I need 2 drogue chutes. We're going to put them here. Actually, we're going to put the drogue chutes here. And then we're going to put the regular radial chutes, which I got to buy, right here. Maybe I should do it the other way around. This is all very important stuff. I am by no means sure that this ship will not kill Jeb. That also pulled the center of mass up. Okay. That's what we're doing. Dang it. Okay, now we're going to ditch this guy for a Terrier. And the rest of this might be enough to get him into orbit. Except for the fact that we have no control. Do we have the better fins? No, we don't. Do we have the better solids? Yes, we do. There we go. I think we're going to splurge for the nose cones. And we have too many tonses. We have too many of the tons. That's still too many of the tons. Yeah, those aren't actually all that heavy. Really, I think the problem is the hammers. Let's see if we can save helium-1 and upgrade our launch pad. 50 grand for a better weight. Obviously, let's do it. And let's go with the helium-1. Has experimental parts on it. That's fine. Jeb, you're not going. The honor of death goes to Val. Let's go and launch. Unable to launch. The back solid fuel booster? What? Wait a minute. That's this guy. I think I found another bug. I swear I unlocked the back. And I've paid for it. The Thumper solid fuel booster. Experimental parts which are not available at the moment. Oh, I didn't pay for it. Oh, because I never took it off. That's funny. Okay. There, I've paid for it. Okay, never mind. With the... I found a bug. Okay. Are you ready? Jeb. Oh, well. 3, 2, 1, launch. Probably should have put fins on this thing, now that I'm thinking about it. I almost want to use those stability enhancers to tilt it sideways on launch. Yeah, I have no ability to turn this guy. He's just going into space. Assuming he doesn't burn up. Yeah, he's actually going to reach space with just the back. So I think we're gonna let this thing carry us into space. Are we in the upper atmosphere yet? Upper atmosphere, yes. No. Observe mystery goo. There it is. Log temperature. Should also do our crew report if I can find it. Oh, we're getting too many buttons. And we're high enough up now that we should be able to hit this, tilt sideways, and do that. I do not know if we're going to make it into orbit. I'm not going to lie. I do not think we have the roughly $2,000 in the tank it's going to take to get this guy into orbit. Actually, we might be tantalizingly close here. But no. So close, yet no cigar. The good news is, let's go ahead and EVA. If I was smart, actually, I just realized if I was smart, I would have I would have been able to toss this aside because we're going to take the data out of this. And this. And this. Take data. A lot of stuff in the middle of the screen there. And I just realized I'm stupid. EVA report. The whole reason I brought this box was to be able to say, collect all data. But oh well. Yeah, he wouldn't have had to get out except for to grab the quick report here. Let's go ahead and do a crew report here. Don't need it. Well, let's toss this. Let's see if Jeb survives despite my stupidity here. And sorry about the massively terrible darkness that we're going to be dealing with throughout this descent. Oh, we hauled the heat shield up at least. I actually forgot about that. I totally forgot about this, bringing the radial decoupler up. We can do that next time because we're not going to be bringing up any science next time. So, but we do still want to test the radial mount drogue chute going 400 meters per second, 13 kilometers off the ground. I'm more than a little concerned about the aerodynamic stability of this craft, but I think we'll be fine. That's what I was mostly worried about, is the heat on the activate. I have to activate it? I don't know why I have to activate the radiator. That seems kind of dumb. Should just work, right? It is actively cooling, and it doesn't matter because the Science Junior is such a piece of garbage. This is why we leave them all over the solar system, because they're garbage. I should have realized that I wasn't going to need it. The whole reason I brought this science container thing was to pull the science out of this guy so I wouldn't have to deal with this. And then I built the ship around having to deal with this, and it's failing anyway. But it looks like we're going to be fine. Oh, there we go. Okay, what are we at? We're at 21 kilometers. We're traveling at a big lot. We're not using the heat shield anymore, so let's go ahead and toss it aside. It's just adding weight now. But we want to be at 13 kilometers, traveling 400 meters per second, ideally, when we hit the drogue chutes. And we can hit them anytime we want. So now the key here is to get our speed low, which probably is going to happen. Yeah. We got it. And then I might as well hit the regular chutes and head on down. And obviously we're going to be fine now, so I will see you on the ground. Hey, crew report over Kerwin's Highlands. Let's keep it and transfer it. Collect all. There we go. It's going to take me a while to learn where all these buttons are. And it seems the more buttons we get, the harder it is to do. And so go ahead and hop out here. Actually, we could probably do a crew report now again. Nice. And a temperature. We might have been able to do the temperature before while in flight, but oh well. Let's go ahead and collect all data. Hop on out, Jeb. Do your EVA report. Hop back in, and let's recover you. 76 science, 185 bucks. Nice job, Jeb. Okay, now, though, let's actually try to get into orbit this time with Val. Now, that ship should do it. That ship should be perfectly fine. It just needs a little love off the launch pad. In the form of a teeny tiny little rotation, 5 degrees to the right. And some launch clamps, which I should have been using. Let's go ahead and do that. 1 launch clamp right there. Should do the job. And let's auto strut. Now let's do it to the root part. Oh, that's awesome. He gets an auto strut. And that should keep this guy from tilting down at least a little bit. Okay, Val, we're actually going to leave all this stuff on here. However, I'm going to do things smart. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to take these off because they're garbage. I'm going to take this off and this off. Put this back on. And then put this back on. Although, no, we don't need it at all. What am I thinking? I guess we could take one wherever we land, but I don't think it's worth it. And we don't need this either. We don't strictly need the science container. Yeah, you know what? I think we're better off at this point putting 4 thermometers on the ship. The only thing that this will be able to let us do is to have, what do you call it? Things. You know. Things. We don't need drogue chutes anymore, and we don't need those chutes. All we need is a single chute on top. It's a very simple pod. All we're doing is getting this thing into orbit. I think I'm going to bring this up a bit. As long as it doesn't interfere with the rocket, I think it'll be fine. And it'll make it a lot cleaner. We are going to have fins up here. I'm going to try this, although I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think the little fins are going to be good enough. I think we need the big fins. I think 3 of them. Let's save it, and this is going to be helium-2 because we're still trying to get into orbit. This vessel contains experimental parts. It contains the heat shield. Did I leave the heat shield on here? Oh, it's like attached to this thing. I can't get it off. There we go. We don't really need a heat shield. Probably. Okay, Val, are you ready to do what Jeb couldn't? Let's find out. That was scary. Whoa! That is the opposite of what I expected to happen. I don't know exactly what happened there. I hope we don't torpedo the astronaut complex. Wow, that was... Oh! Oh god, I thought I saw the astronaut complex going up in flames. Things are flying around. Nothing has exploded so far. That's going to land over there, so we're fine. It must be those. It must be the high fins. Yeah, we need low fins as well. I might try the little fins high and the big fins low. And we're not even going to land on the roof of the VAB. Man. Valentina, you have traveled far from home. See if we can do this again. Flying over Kerbin Shores. Oh, it's Kerbin Shores. Oh, well. It was worth a try. Let's get out of here. Okay, let's try this again with a slightly different craft. Let's put these back here. Back. Get it? Let's put them back here. Because it's never mind. Okay, and then we're going to put 3 of these guys here. It has the stability enhancer. Oh, we've already tested it. Okay, we have it. Oh, we don't have it. Well, let's change that. We should actually probably look at contracts too. The whole reason we're doing this is for contracts. Haul a swivel into flight above Kerbin. We already decided we don't want to do that. Test the Juno. Test the kickback in flight over Kerbin. We're not going to haul a kickback that far up. Ferry 4 tourists, Ferry 3 tourists, and haul the spark. That's really high. And the spark is really small. No, not when we're trying to get to orbit. So we're going to leave it as is. And we are going to get ourselves the stability enhancer for 45 science. Sadly, we can only get one of these things, and this is the one we're going to get. It's kind of funny that we just unlocked struts, and we could auto-strut. I think perhaps auto-strutting should be a thing that's only available once you have struts unlocked. Okay, what didn't we unlock instead? Yeah, these would have probably been nice. Oh, well. Let's leave the facility. The hydrogen one. No, the helium one. There we go, the helium 2. You know what I mean. No, Jeb, you're not going to do it. It's going to be Val. There's another suggestion. You should be able to, if you have the thing unlocked, you should be able to purchase its entry cost from that screen. Okay, SAS on. Not going to have the same problem we had last time. Go. Actually, SAS should be off. We should just let gravity turning do its job here. We should also get this crew report, because I don't know if we have it yet. We do. I almost want to leave these connected just for the extra drag and mass. Definitely not tilted over enough. Sorry about the sounds in the background. We are higher, which is a good sign. Let's go ahead and do this. And just crank this guy over right now and get him going. We might even have to do something like this. And it looks like Val's going to be able to do it, though. I don't see this not happening. Let's actually stop right here. We are in space. We have nothing to do as far as crew reports or anything are concerned. We should probably go back to this. You know what? Let's get in orbit before we do any tricks here. Let's get her here. She's still got telemetry. Not that telemetry matters right now. As soon as this gets up to 70, there we go. Boom, we are in space. We have done it. We've got science. We've got money. We have achieved our goals. Let's go back to the Space Center and see what contracts we can do if we can get like science from space around Kerbin or something like that. Let's go ahead and recover this. Observational surveys. Haul a swivel. Well, we didn't do that. Juno, kickback, and then the spark. So no, we ain't got it. So let's just bring Val back down. And we don't really care where Val comes down, except for I would like it to be in the sun. So the sun is right around here. And I think we can turn around and deorbit her now. We're going to get our periapsis down to about, say, 35. Or 25. Not a big fan of 25. Let's make it 35. Really, 30 should be enough. Okay, let's get Val back in the sun so you can see her, and then we are going to come down, and as soon as we get done with, yeah, let's just get rid of that. There's no need for it. As soon as Val comes down and is safe from atmospheric effects, I am going to bid you adieu. And it looks like she's probably going to land in that desert, which is nice. And if her thermometers don't all explode because I put them too low, we'll be able to get some temperature data from the desert, which will be nice. Yeah, but it's not going to happen. There's no way these things are going to live. No way they're going to survive re-entry. Not if they're already at the maximum at 50 kilometers up. I assume we already have a crew report from here. Yep. I don't like how much the thing was wandering, so I'm going to turn SAS on. We got plenty of power. I just realized I'm not taking monoprop out of these guys. Can't wait for Module Manager to be a thing so that I can turn that off in all pods. Wow, are these thermometers going to actually survive re-entry? They are just sitting on the top of the heat there, somehow not exploding. They made it. And we're nowhere near the desert, so we're obviously not making that. We don't need to worry about anything like this. Let's go ahead and take a crew report. Hey, look at that. Flying over Kerman's water. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching this. Stay tuned next episode. We're going to do whatever else the contract tells us to do. I'm HMV and I will, as always, talk at you later.